Welcome to Stupid Muslim Comments. This video series presents some of the amazingly stupid comments by Muslims on YouTube. Here are this week's top 5 picks. This week's comments are read to you by Ellie. Visit his YouTube channel here and don't forget to subscribe. First up this week is another comment from 220830Lock who said,
Atheists think that they are better than the theists. Atheists hijack the science. They manipulate and twist the verses in the Qu'ran. They talk about Einstein without really understanding that he was not an atheist. They hijacked him as well. They talk about physical laws but they don't see the enforcer and the lawmaker. Talk about Newton but don't know that he was a monotheist. Talk about science but don't know that all the branches of science were invented by the theists. So, atheism is ignorance, arrogance, and denial.
It's not a matter of being better, but rather an issue of justification and rationality. Perhaps in some way, people who hold rationally justified beliefs are better than people who hold unwarranted, unsubstantiated beliefs, because their beliefs align more closely to reality. In regards to your claim that atheists hijack science, that is a purely nonsensical comment. There are plenty of theistic scientists as well as atheistic ones. Sure, there are more atheist scientists than theists, but I believe that it's in large part due to the nature of the study. Science is about coming up with explanations about the material world, testing hypotheses, evaluating data, and repeating the findings to come to conclusions that stand up to the scrutiny of the scientific community. This method of inquiry breeds skepticism and demands evidence, two things which religions tend to inhibit. Einstein was not an atheist, but he was not also a theist in any conventional sense. He was raised by secular Jewish parents and grew up to believe in a pantheistic God, a belief that the universe and everything within it is itself a God. But the bigger question is, who cares what Einstein believed about God or religion? He was a theoretical physicist, not an ambassador of atheism, if such a thing exists. There have been countless prominent thinkers throughout history who have contributed a lot to our understanding of the universe, who also held ridiculous notions that we clearly dismiss today. For instance, Isaac Newton, the person who discovered the laws of gravitation and invented calculus, and considered one of the greatest scientists to have ever lived, believed that if he could figure out the exact measurement of the Temple of Solomon, he could figure out the exact date of the apocalypse. Should we believe Isaac Newton's beliefs on religion and the apocalypse just because he was brilliant in other regards? Should we believe in Einstein's pantheistic God because of his insights into theoretical physics? No. All claims, regardless of a person's fame and contributions, should stand on their own and be proven with evidence, or dismissed when unsupported. Next, Sani Jaman had this to say.
Abe's brain atheist cannot find the truth, but accept insulting. What a lame! Atheist women love to be raped, and their tongue out, like a hungry dog the moment they saw any man, or even old man. But no man want to near this freak, sick, disgusting, athapidok woman species. Yuck! I'm the first person will vomit blood and cruise all the atheists back to the cages and send to China for slaughtering.
In my search for stupid Muslim comments on YouTube, I have found many that are purely hate speech and ad hominem attacks. It seems to be a common reaction in the Muslim world to resort to personal verbal attacks when criticized. Just watch some of the debates on YouTube with Muslim apologists like Hamza Tsortsis, who rather poke at their debate opponent's character rather than address the issues. YouTuber Sani Jaman, in this comment, starts off in a similar vein, however quite ironically. Not only is it ironic that Sani Jaman starts off insulting atheists because of perceived insults by the atheistic community, his ape brain comment, meant to be demeaning, fails because all humans are apes, and therefore we all have ape brains. From here, Sani Jaman goes into a hateful tirade against atheist women that is just too false and disgusting to even begin to address. While I don't see this level of hate speech often, I do see many comments by theists, especially Muslims, where rather than debate the issue, they resort to defaming the character of their opponent. I guess if your beliefs are challenged and you realize you have no rational justification for your beliefs, it's easier to dismiss the critic than to address the fragmentation and ignorance within your own mind. Up next, we have Anas al-Ofai, who said,
Still, Islam is one of the only religions left that gives hope and love. I am living in Belgium, Brussels. 80% are atheists here. It's really sad to see how their lives became nonsense. Humankind is very arrogant. When we created planes, trains, and some technological stuff, we started thinking that we can control the world and our lives. We are really far from that. I prefer to believe in something better than pension and a hedonistic lifestyle.
I'm sure that every other religion on the planet will also claim to be a religion that gives hope and love, and also deny that Islam is such a religion. However, I really don't care what religions claim about themselves. What matters to me is if they can back up their claims with evidence. Let's see if Islam reflects this hope and love. In the Quran, for Muslims the holy book that supposedly embodies the thoughts and commandments of their God, Muhammad permits husbands to beat their wives. Muhammad commands that the hands of thieves be cut off. Muhammad assassinates poets. Muhammad commands death or the cutting of hands and feet for fighting and corrupting the land. Muhammad viciously attacks the Meccan caravans. Muhammad promises grand rewards for martyrs dying in a military holy war. Muhammad executes 600 male Jews and enslaves women and children. And Muhammad launches his own crusades. This small snippet of the actions of the man at the center of Islam doesn't give much credence to the claim that Islam gives hope and love. Rather than finding humankind arrogant because of our ability to create planes, trains, and other technological stuff, I see it as a humble pursuit of societal advancement. It takes a religious mind to think that technological, moral, and social progress is something to be avoided, and the stagnant servitude and religious indoctrination of the world's religions to be something to strive for. I don't think humans are naturally bad. I don't think that technological progress is evil. I don't think that focusing on bettering this world, the only world we have and the only life we know, is arrogant. I think that believing you are made in the image of a supreme being, put on this planet made for you, and destined to live in eternity with this God is the epitome of arrogance. Religious people think that they are at the center of the universe and are special because they believe in the correct God, the correct religion, and therefore will be rewarded once they die. Abdurrahman Jama said this:
I hope you read the Quran before you judge it, and I dare you to find a single contradiction in the Quran.
Here is probably the #1 most common comment from Muslims on YouTube. Regardless of the criticism laid at their feet, they will invariably claim that you must read the Quran for all your answers. Rather than address the issue presented to them, they will respond with directions to go out and read their supposedly divinely inspired book. Perhaps on the face of it, it's not particularly bad advice. However, there are countless holy books in just as many revisions and interpretations the world over, and rather than spending the rest of my life reading each one, I prefer to rely on the writings of others who have both the time and the expertise to best criticize these texts. I'm not a Bible or Quranic scholar, nor do I wish to be. Do I need to read Harry Potter to know that these books are based upon fictional characters in a fictional universe? No. I rely on religious apologists to provide their best evidence from whatever source, and then I evaluate the claims and evidence. I also rely on the expertise of critics to come to an understanding of the issues inherent within religious claims. I then formulate my opinions, which then shape my beliefs. In regards to contradictions in the Quran, I can do much better than show you a single one. Here are a whole bunch. Question: is Allah kind and merciful? Well, in one point of the Quran it says, yes, most gracious, most merciful. And in another it says, no, those who reject our signs, we shall soon cast into fire. As soon as their skins are roasted through, we shall change them for fresh skins, and they may taste the penalty, for Allah is exalted in power, wise. Another question that can be asked is how many angels helped Muhammad at Badr? In one part of the Quran it says 3,000. Remember thou said it to the faithful, it is not enough for you that Allah should help you with 3,000 angels sent down. In another part of the Quran it says 1,000. Remember, he implored the assistance of your Lord, and he answered you, I will assist you with 1,000 of the angels, ranks upon ranks. Yet in another part of the Quran, it says there weren't any angels at all. We send not down the angels save with the fact, and in that case the disbelievers would not be tolerated. How about, is drinking alcohol okay? Well, in one part of the Quran it says, yes, drinking alcohol with Allah for eternity is okay. Surely the pious will be in bliss. Their thirst will be slaked with pure wine sealed. Yet in another part of the Quran, it says alcohol is from Satan. O you who believe, strong drink and games of chance and idols and divine arrows are only an infamy of Satan's handiwork. Leave it aside that you may succeed. There are very many contradictions present in the Quran, take a moment and do a Google search, and you will be amazed at how common they are. Lastly, we come to our final comment by Sufian M. Sayad, if Google Translate is correct.
People who say that Islam is a violent religion are stupid idiots who know nothing about this religion. The suicide bombers are American Israel agents who are trying to disturb and create a war between Sunni and Shia Muslim. The only one terrorist in the world are the American who killed his own people to invade Iraq, Afghanistan and every country. I'm sorry, but the Muslim never attacked Western countries, so please don't say shit, stupid American Yankee monkey. You are a bunch of retarded people who don't understand religion, because you are born in a false religion called Christianity, which is a pagan Roman Greek religion.
Here is another example of intolerance and hatred coming from another Muslim YouTuber. He claims that suicide bombers are actually American and Israeli agents trying to incite war. Yet many fundamentalist Muslims, leaders, and even family members have come out in support of such violent destruction. I will be the first person to criticize countries like the United States and others for sticking themselves into parts of the world where they do not belong, interfering with politics and civilians. I can understand the rage towards foreign invaders who may have killed innocent lives, some of whom may be your family or friends. However, it is beyond dishonest to claim that some fundamentalist Muslims are without blame for the death of many of their own people, as well as foreign citizens. From the perspective of this atheist, I do not see any religion substantiating any of their grand claims, and therefore I see Christians, Muslims, Jews, Hindus, and all other religious groups as all writing checks they can't cash. Each religion makes claims that the others got it wrong, yet all seem to fail to level the same skepticism onto their own beliefs. I disbelieve in your claims probably for many of the same reasons why you dismiss the claims of other religions. There you have it. 5 stupid comments from 5 different YouTubers. Which comment would you vote to win the Dumbass of the Week award? Would it be 1. 220830 Locke, who thinks that atheists have hijacked science. 2. Sani Jaman, who uses insults to criticize atheists who use insults. 3. Anas El Ofai, who claims that Islam is a religion of hope and love and that we are arrogant to desire progress. 4. Abdurrahman Jama, who thinks that it's impossible to find a single contradiction in the Quran. Or 5. Sufian M. Sayad, who believes that suicide bombers are actually American and Israeli agents inciting war. Please leave your votes and comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, remember to press the like button and share. If you would like to submit a video or audio reading of an upcoming stupid comment, send me a private message. Thanks for watching. Want to see more? Click subscribe and keep an eye out for the next stupid comment video coming out next Friday. Follow me on my Facebook, Twitter, and Google Plus pages. Links are in the description. Lastly, head over to my channel and check out all the debates, presentations, and videos.